Alright, we're recording.
We are?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, is it... Are we getting signed? No.
Why not?
I don't care.
Okay.
I was just being a dick.
Oh. Make my day worse, huh?
Where's the picture?
You dropped it. No, that's stupid. Okay. Don't mind this. Don't mind this.
Hello.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna make sure it plays.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cause it really be a Cameron Bowen topper.
Is it on?
What's going? There once was a story all about how my life
Is
got.
your mic on?
Yeah.
I feel the need to make sure.
There once was a story all about how my life. Okay. There once was a story all about how my life. Okay.
I'm gonna look into some like background noise removing software.
Yeah,
So that
because
would
you can hear our two things, and that's the only thing that makes it sound weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that.
All right.
I'm sure you could do it.
Whenever you're ready. Hold up, let me delete this. Okay, ready? Whenever you're ready.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
What's going on? It's the Bargain Bin podcast. I'm your co-host, Cam Bone,
And I'm the other co-host, Dylan.
Fridge Magnet.
Fridge Magnet. We had a little technical difficulty, some goofs,
We had a lot of goose. We had some gaffes. And everything in between.
and some things that make me want to blow my head off with a shotgun.
Oh, you wanna go into them?
Should we?
Yeah,
I feel like
yes,
I
we
feel like
should.
we'll run out of time. This will just become the technical difficulties review.
We got it. We can compact it.
Okay, so first off, we had a little issue with the television. We couldn't get the volume up past.
My laugh is disgusting.
We
My laugh is like the worst. Chanel West Coast might have the worst laugh.
we couldn't get the volume up past like 12. So then he just decided to bring in a whole ass other television.
It was in my garage. You act like I just pulled it out of my pants.
You did, pretty much. You just walked off screen and brought in a new TV.
Off screen.
Yeah, pretty much. And you just set it up, and we watched the movie, right?
It was a good movie.
And he was like, "Oh, it's fine. I'll just record my audio on my cell phone." And I'm like, "Are you sure about that?" And I had to get a whole adapter shit. He's like, "No, dude. What do you think? I'm crazy?" Your words, literally. And then, and then when you figured out that you couldn't, you're like,
Hold
I
up.
forgot my computer. I didn't bring my computer. So then,
Because the computer's what I play the sound on.
and then we went to get a laptop. The laptop didn't connect. So then we had to drive all the way
Back to my dad's
back
house.
to Dad's house to get to get
A computer.
to get your computer.
Yeah. So we get here, we're like, oh, cool.
So then we drive there, get the computer, drive back, and then he opens it up and it's dead. And he's like, "Oh, that's okay. I brought the case, and the case has the and the case has the charger." Nope. The case did not have the charger. And we I'm gonna cut this. Don't knock the table, Cameron. Give me the movie.
This is the worst thing I've ever
Don't touch the table. Don't touch it.
Keep the 10. We have no time.
And then then he drove to his dad's
And the
house.
dog comes.
Yeah, the dog comes. And he drives all the way back to his dad's house to get the charger.
While
He comes back. And then we started the episode. And we saw Casey Neistat on the
And he laughed at Casey.
Yeah,
He laughed at some weird dude on like a hoverboard. And he was like, ha ha ha.
This dude we were driving past this dude on the sidewalk, and he was riding on a hoverboard, and he fell off his hoverboard as we were driving up on him. So I rolled down the window and just laughed at him.
And then he stared at us. He looked back in like shame, total misery. And then when I was driving back to get my charger, he looked at me and he had his hands crossed like this.
You're like, that wasn't me.
It wasn't me. It was Dylan.
So-
it was the psychopath in the other seat.
So, before we get into the movie we watched this week, I want to do a little housekeeping. There's some topics that I wanted to...
Hey, let's do some housekeeping.
So, one thing I failed to bring up on our Nick Cage episode last week was a fairly disturbing fact that Nicolas Cage is currently dating, it might even be his wife, is dating a girl who is 30 years younger than him.
It's not that crazy, honestly.
Are you serious?
Like,
you look me in the eyes and say that
look-
a 30-year age
look at
gap
most
is
of
just
Hollywood.
okay.
Look at most of Hollywood.
Dude, that's not... So, like, just because... Oh, it's like, just because other people do it, it's okay?
Yeah.
What?
Like, look, it's weird. It's weird. Don't get me wrong.
Listen, I'm
But
a...
look, the former president's wife is
That's not a good comparison.
40 years. That's not a good comparison.
Listen, I'm a firm believer...
What about 10 years?
Listen, I'm a firm believer that we have a age of consent, right? There's a certain age that someone can make those decisions because
Yep.
the brain isn't developed at that point.
No, it's not. It's
I-
like 21, 25. But,
I am
okay.
I am a firm believer that
Okay, United
also-
States government.
That also...
You know the legal age is 13
What do you have to say
in
about
France?
it? What do you have to say about this movie?
Great insight.
So, I'm a firm believer that there should also be a certain age gap that's illegal. Because there's no way that this...
You're old enough. You're old enough to make your own decisions.
There's no way that this 19, 20-year-old young lady
She's in it for the money.
is into Nicolas Cage. There's no way!
There are people who like that.
Nick Cage?
They like money.
Yeah, obviously.
You don't like money.
Well, I wouldn't date Nick Cage for it.
Yeah, yes.
I wouldn't date Nick Cage for it.
I bet you would.
I would not.
You
I would
would.
do it for other reasons.
Like what? Like what?
That fat dick. Are you gonna? You better post that on the TikTok.
That's on the TikTok.
So,
Hey, TikTok viewers.
so that
My
was
brothers.
that was one of the don't do that. That was one of the things that I wanted to bring up.
What the
Also-
dog doing?
Also, Shrek turned 20 this year.
Shrek?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. The first Shrek. 20th
Is he-
anniversary.
Who voices him?
Mike Myers.
Don't know. Michael Myers?
No, Mike Myers, the SNL dude. Austin Powers, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah,
Oh, the old guy.
yeah,
Oh, that kind of sounds similar.
yeah.
Get out of my swamp.
So Shrek turned 20. I thought since
What does
it's
this
a
one
movie-
look like? What does this look?
You know, it's honest. I've never seen the Austin Powers movies.
You haven't?
Ever.
What the heck?
I told you not to do.
Okay. No! Listen up!
Now you can pick that up.
Okay.
Pick that up.
You didn't get the reference?
What?
You didn't get the reference?
Listen up!
Yes.
I
Yes.
got a missing girl.
See, if people watch the other episode, if you haven't watched the other episode,
Yeah.
watch it, because then you get the
And
reference.
then you get our inside jokes if you watch the full bargain bin episodes.
People don't watch the full thing. I know it.
Dude,
We got like 60 views, so.
we
On
did.
per one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Per. So, it's pretty good. And I just.
Anyone from school listening, don't.
There's probably only 10. It's a lot. A lot of them are probably from TikTok. Maybe.
Yeah, you're doing numbers on TikTok. I don't run the TikTok. He does.
200. That 200's not a lot. But it's like, It's a start because like you need a base.
That's more than like the 9 followers I have on the Instagram. I run.
Yeah, but we need one at least. But like TikTok, you need a base because like at least when I started on my account, I only have like 4 viral videos because I stopped. But what's it called? You need like a base of like 200 straight viewers per video, and then like you can start going up. But I'm following a bunch of people, and
That's
if
a
I
good
followed you, hey, what's up? You're followed by the bargain bin.
Yeah, you should feel special.
Very
exclusive. We do that to not
130
just anyone.
138.
Exactly,
Honestly-
just anyone.
Honestly, I look at the profile pic, and I'm like, if that looks cool, I'll follow. So if I think like the profile pic looks cool,
Yeah, if
And
bonus points if you got cleavage. Bonus points. You're definitely gonna
no,
get a
that's
follow.
not what I'm
You're
looking
definitely
for.
gonna get a follow.
I guess most of them are girls, but it's because I get down like in
Cameron. We know what you're about.
I get down in
We
like,
know what you're about.
I get down in like deep rabbit holes. Like I'm like,
Oh yeah, you want to get deep.
And I
in
keep-
there. You want to get
I keep-
real deep.
I keep like looking into their following list, and I'm like, oh, who are they following? Ooh, who are they following? So I probably have I'm following
You
some like.
gradually get more and more cleavage.
What are you on? We're not talking about that.
We are now.
But I'm talking about like I probably follow a whole weird friend group from like a Nebraska school,
Yeah.
and they're like,
You're
"Who is this bargain man?"
Yeah, what are these like weird looking like?
Ogres. They review old people movies.
They review movies that look like I would skip past them on Netflix. Who are these people?
Are you still watching?
Yeah, I'm too busy sucking off my boyfriend. So if you're wondering why I look like I just came out of a white man's
Wait, do you have any other housekeeping?
No, that was all the.
Just Shrek and.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So if you're wondering why I look like I came out of a middle-aged white man's closet, 1, I did, and 2, because we reviewed.
The Fanatic.
We're reviewing The Fanatic, starring Pulp Fiction actor John Travolta and Scientologist.
He's a Scientologist guy?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all the weird actors are like Leah Remini. You know who she is?
Never heard.
Girl from King of Queens.
Oh yeah.
She used to be in it because her mom was in it. She grew up in it, and she left, and now she just tells scary stories about it.
Yeah, there's like a legit horror story.
Yeah, but now that we talk about John Travolta, let's get on track. Do you guys think John Travolta's hot?
No.
Because I think he's hot.
You think he's hot?
Yes.
He
Put
looks
up
like a
put up a
thumb.
picture. Put up a picture.
He looks like a
Here.
thumb.
Ding. Put a little thing. Ding.
When you say ding, I won't need to put a ding because you just said the ding.
You could put a ding.
No ding dong.
Okay, but John Travolta is not a bad-looking guy.
He literally is.
I'm not gay, but I mean,
I'm not gay, but
look
I
at
would
he
let
looks
John
like
Travolta
Johnny
do
Sins.
certain
He
things.
looks like Johnny Sins.
Okay,
Right?
No, he looks like if Johnny Sins
Yes, he does.
ate at McDonald's regularly and also was about 20 years older. We should
Look,
get Johnny
look,
Sins on the
look.
podcast.
Oh, we
Can you
should.
imagine if we just see Johnny Sins over there and just talk to him?
What if we just put him in the middle?
And no, that'd be like but we'll be extra close. Like, so when you were railing Mandy Muse, what thoughts were going through your head?
I want to know. Can we see this position real quick?
Can you get it up like right now?
Here.
I want to see it right
Hold
now.
up. Let's get this position. Oh, let me take this from my
Do
Snapchat.
you want to do like a scene right now?
I need some tips.
I'll pay you $20 to pee in a cup right now.
Johnny Sins is what's it called? An astronaut? A teacher? A doctor?
Dude, he's anything and everything.
He's a Renaissance man, but for important jobs.
I want to see like a porn parody of like, who's the name of the artist that cut his ear off?
Vincent Van Gogh.
Yeah, Van Gogh porn parody, where it's like the Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa, you didn't.
He didn't do the Mona Lisa.
How do you not? That's
Who
common
painted the Mona Lisa?
knowledge.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
A gay guy.
You?
No, I'm not gay.
You're really adamant about John Travolta. I gotta be
I'm
honest.
gay and no, not gonna say it. I'm gay and homophobic. Nope, I'm not gonna say that. Look, if you're gay and homophobic,
black white supremacist, I'm gay and homophobic.
yeah, if you're gay and homophobic, there's no chance of being canceled.
You know what?
Because you're not going to be canceled by the conservatives because you're gay. Because you're homophobic. But how are you going to get canceled by the left? Because look, you're gay.
You know what? I'm about to say it. I think you're 100% right.
Right? Say it. Say it with me.
No,
I am gay and homophobic.
I'm not gonna say that because I want a future, and I want a future that is unfettered by statements like that.
That's not bad. It's a joke.
People don't make jokes on Twitter. Twitter is for talking about things that
We
are
have
jokes.
50
but
followers.
on what?
We have 50 people. We have 60 people watching this.
If you're watching this, we need your help. We need money. Lots of money.
Or it's tough paying
If
for
you
$10 movies.
You'll never see us again. So anyway, The Fanatic came out in 2019, directed by Limp Bizkit artist Fred Durst,
Limp Bizkit.
and that'll come up later.
Okay.
So, let's give a general plot overview of this movie. What is this movie about?
A crazy fan.
Played by John Travolta, who is
Has a mullet.
named Moose.
Moose. John Travolta is Moose.
I can't believe they called him Moose. What kind of name is that? Moose.
And then in the movie, he put two antlers together in the house, and he's like, "I'm a moose." I feel like they made his name just for that.
Dude, okay, yeah, it's about this guy named Moose who goes. He's obsessed with this actor named Hunter Dunbar. And he kind of goes on a whole tirade to get his autograph. Then he does some other things that are kind of suspect. And we'll get into the movie. So, movie starts out. Hunter Dunbar, no, Moose, enters the building. He enters this comic book shop, I guess, right? And the first words that come out of his mouth are, "I can't talk too long. I gotta poo." When you hear those words, you know from the moment he says that this is gonna be a riot. They say first impressions are key. They say within the first 15 minutes of your movie, the audience is the most susceptible. It's like, okay, take me where I want to go. I will hear you out. Take me to this world. If I'm not impressed within the first 15 minutes, I'm not going to be impressed with the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Within the first 5 minutes, John Travolta says, "I can't." His first line in the whole movie is, "I can't talk too long. I gotta poo."
Who thought that was good?
Fred Durst, apparently.
I have so many poo-poo stories I want to talk about. My life revolves around poo, basically. You want to hear some?
But that's the title of the episode. Cameron's life revolves around poo.
Anyways, here's the story. So I had some friends over, right?
Okay.
They come over, hang out. I didn't really think some of them were the cleanest. I don't know. So they all go to the bathroom. 3 of them go to the bathroom. There's
At the
4 of
same
them.
time?
No. One at a time,
Okay.
obviously. So one goes in, comes out, one goes in, one comes out. Last one goes in. Takes a little bit longer than usual. Comes out. I'm like, "Hey, you guys gotta go home now. I gotta do stuff." So they go home. I drop them off at the school. I come back, right? I go to the bathroom. Dookie. In the toilet. The toilet's clogged all the way up to the seat, basically. There's poop on the toilet ring.
Ew. What did he like? What did he like? Squat above it?
There was toilet paper all in there, and then the plunger. He tried to use the plunger, and the poop under the plunger, wet poop, and it was all over the floor,
And he just didn't say anything.
Huh?
He just didn't say anything.
No. And then I went back and I'm like, "Who did it? Who's the Dookie dude?" Now I don't know if any of them are gonna watch, but y'all know who you are. Dookie dude, Dookie crew. Y'all know who you are.
Dookie Crew. That's amazing.
I call the 3 of them Dookie crew because they try to decide who did it, but it's obviously the last one, right? Because the
If
first
the
one,
la- the last
first one, if the first one did it, the second one would say something, and the second one did it, the third
if
one would say,
someone went in after, they would have said something.
right?
Like if I saw that, I'd be like, I would just like scream and like probably throw up.
And I had to clean it up.
You had to clean it up
I put gloves on.
because no one would admit to it.
I put fork. No, because what am I gonna do? Make them come back here?
I'd make them all clean it up.
Because So I put 4. No.
Oh, they weren't here?
No, they
Oh,
left.
they left. Okay.
So I had 4 gloves on each hand, and I cleaned it, scrubbed it as hard as I could. It took me an hour,
That is nasty.
and still none of them will admit who did the dookie. I don't know.
Is there anyone I would know? I feel like if it's someone I know, I'd be able to gauge if they did it or not.
Can you bleep it out?
Yeah.
You can bleep it out.
Yes.
You make sure you'll bleep it out.
Yes.
RJ,
No. I don't know.
they're on the basketball team. Bleep that all out.
Okay. No.
Please do.
I'm gonna keep. No. Okay.
Okay.
I'll flip it out.
You want one more doo-doo story?
Sure.
So there's this NBA player.
Oh, the dude who
Yeah.
he faked an injury, got wheeled out in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
and then came back 15 minutes later.
Yes.
He just pooped his pants.
Yes, how'd
Yeah.
you know about that?
Because it's a hilarious story.
It's-
It's so obvious that he just pooped his pants.
You know he admitted to it, right?
Yeah.
Like he openly admits to it.
And it was so convincing, his injury. He
was like,
literally was in a wheelchair.
But why wouldn't you just tell your coach, hey, I gotta go dump. I gotta take a dump.
I feel like they wouldn't let you.
What are they gonna let you do? Dookie all over the court floor?
I don't know. Those,
What are you
those
gonna-
fat,
what are you gonna take-
angry white
what
men
are you-
being like,
what
boy,
are you-
you get back in there and dribble some balls.
What are they gonna go for a jump shot and then? Or what is
They're
it?
usually
What is it?
wearing like some white shorts. Or
Yes.
something,
What is
so
it gonna
you
be?
can see
What is it gonna be? A jet stream? Like the poop fart is gonna propel into the hoop,
It's like a fire hydrant.
propel for the dunk. Ay! And
Dude, can you
one.
imagine? You know how some people have projectile vomiting?
Yeah.
Can you imagine projectile shitting?
Isn't that possible?
I hope not. Is it? I don't think it's humanly possible.
2 girls, 1 cup. Doesn't that happen?
2 girls, 1 cup. That's the video of the chicks shitting in the cup and eating it, which
Don't-
I have
but don't-
watched.
But don't
And
they
it showed-
vomit?
And I showed.
They vomit,
I don't know.
right? Yeah, they projectile vomit in that.
Did they?
Yes.
I didn't watch the full video. I just watched the part of them eating it,
I watched the one where they.
and I
Vomit.
showed it.
Who would you show it to?
I showed it to my cousin, and she who's female.
No.
I was
great.
like, "Yo, Noah, watch this."
Her name's Noah.
Yeah.
What is it? A lesbian?
What? No. Maybe I don't know. I don't know where she's batting.
I'm sorry, Noah. I just never heard a
Because it
guy.
was
I've never heard a girl named Noah.
Well, you did now.
It's a unique name. I like it.
And I was, and I was the first time I watched it. I was like, "Yo, you gotta see this."
What did she say?
She was like, "Okay, I gotta go," and she left.
I
She
would
didn't even say
I-
goodbye. She was like, "I gotta go."
probably throw up.
All right, I got a question for you. I was thinking about asking this question on my comedy podcast, the Chewy Brown podcast. Go listen.
It's great. It's great.
But I wanted to ask you now because I was thinking about it.
Because I'm so good at answering questions, right?
So, what is the situation in which you said something, and after the fact realized like that is so messed up that I said that?
all the
Because
time.
I have mine,
all the time.
but I want you to share yours. Like the most messed up. Because I don't know if I should share mine, so I want to gauge what yours is.
Okay. Okay. So I know I have a couple.
Okay. Just pick the worst one.
Oh.
The worst one that you think is okay to share.
Okay, so I saw this couple. Okay, I know some people may think they know who it is, but it's not them. Okay, it's not my best friend. It's someone else. It's some random people. All right, and I was like,
It's like out of school?
yeah, but they're
Okay.
like a couple. They're like kind of like classmates I know.
Okay, gotcha.
And I was like, oh, you guys are dating now, right? Because they were like holding hands and all that. And I'm like, I wonder how this is gonna last. How long this is gonna last? I said,
You said
well, it was
that?
like this. So they're like, I'm like, oh, you're dating now, and go like, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, I wonder how long it's gonna last.
What the fuck? What did you just say to me?
And they just stared at me.
I
I was
wonder
like-
how long. Because that is so funny, but so backhandedly rude. Because you are making a statement about either one of them.
Their unwillingness to. I mean, it's high school. They're not gonna have a relationship.
That's true. Hey,
Oh, I got one more.
listen, high school sweetheart situation, it's wholesome. I like it. Why not?
It's
Unless
okay.
they're jerks. If they're jerks, they can die.
Yeah. Okay. I got one more.
Are they jerks?
No.
You just don't know them?
I knew them just a little bit.
You knew them just a little bit and you went and insulted their relationship?
Yeah. You just told me to tell you an experience that I regret saying.
I'm
This is
glad
what I
you said it
regret
because
saying.
this is hilarious, but...
I got one more.
Okay.
So, there's a teacher I particularly don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, I'm walking with my friend, like, during passing periods. So, during the passing period, we're walking, and basically the teacher's around the corner, and I'm talking to the teacher, and he's like, what class do you have right now? And I'm like, oh, sports med. He's like, oh, shoot, I just said the name. I'm like, oh my god, I hate that teacher. And he's like, yeah, I know. And then, as soon as I know it, I walk around the corner, boom, she's just walking past me. I don't know if she heard me, or I was like, yo, this teacher said, bleep. And then, 2 seconds, not even 5 seconds later, probably like 10 seconds, she walks past the corner, and I see her. And I don't know if she heard me, because I said it probably loud, because I'm a loud talker. So I don't know if she told me, but hey, living that life.
Alright.
YOLO.
So in comparison to yours, I think I could share mine.
Are mine worse?
What?
Are mine worse?
No, mine
Oh.
is really awful. Mine is like,
Okay.
I don't know, because
You're an awful person.
because
so
my
it's fine.
grandparents listen to my comedy podcast, so I don't know if I should say it here, so I'm going to say it now.
Oh.
Okay. So it was in my ceramics class, 8th grade. I was sitting at the table.
Oh no.
I was sitting at the table with my buddies. We were just chilling and laughing, and this girl, who I think she was a 7th grader, who I hated. She was just so.
Is this the Muslim girl?
Yeah. No. It's a different one.
Dang it.
It's a different one. But similar in concept. And she was just comically annoying. Like, she would take a breath and I would just get mad. And she
What's her name?
I couldn't tell you.
Dang it.
And she walked up to us and she was just asking me a question. Just being annoying. And I go, your mother? And everyone just starts laughing at her. And here's the kicker.
That's funny.
She like, it was really funny. Everyone started, even the teacher started laughing. Even Miss Petruzzi started laughing.
Hey, Miss Petruzzi, I know we're watching. Now you're a watcher.
And she like, her face like, kind of like drops. And she like kind of like walks away. And then like 10 minutes later I look in the corner and she's crying.
Just for saying your mother? Your mother?
Her mom died. like 2 weeks earlier.
I'm crying. That's great. Mom died. What do you think? Oh. I know you did.
Yes. No, because another girl came up to me and was like, what the fuck, her mom died.
What am I supposed to know that?
And I was like, what?
I bet your face is so...
Aneurysm. You're dying.
I can't take it. That's the funniest thing I've heard all week. Honestly. Oh, this isn't even about the movie anymore.
No, just the shame of having everyone laugh at her, including the teacher.
You're a jerk. That's the worst thing you could have told me.
Yeah, I wanted to.
That's worse than what I said.
It's way worse.
What's it called? Whew. I want you to tell me one more story, and then we'll get back onto the movie.
One more story.
I want you to talk about the Muslim girl in our art class.
Oh, the one that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, no, I'll tell it because like It'd be funnier. So basically, we had an art class. This is the first time we met in 7th grade, 8th grade, 8th grade.
Yeah.
And so there was this like special needs girl, right? You'd say she.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's from like Pakistan. We're gonna get canceled.
I don't give a shit.
Or like
She was
from,
awful. I
from like
hated her.
Afghanistan.
She walked.
She
up
was
to
mean.
me
She
one-
was mean.
She walked up to me one time. I was doing like this beautiful painting.
Yeah.
She just took a glob of yellow paint and just spread it on
She
my painting.
put it on it.
Yeah. And I legit was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Okay, then she deserves it. But she was special needs, just like John Travolta. But
In this movie, good segue.
but we're finishing the story.
Obviously.
So Dylan goes up to her. What do you say?
Well, no, she comes.
She always walks up to him, and every time he's just like working on his painting, she's like says something in Arabic. He goes, "What?"
Yeah.
She'd be like,
Or like she'd be like at the sink, and I walk up to her and like pretend to be sorrow, like whoa.
no, you'd even go like this, and she'd turn around and go, "Whoa!"
Or like that one time when we were just fucking around and she came up to our table and was like, "When are we cleaning up?" And I pause and I go, "Right now!" And she like
When are we
screams.
cleaning up? Right now!
Dude, we had some
We had
crazy
fun times
moments
in
in
there.
that class. God, her mom died. That's so wild. But anyway, Fanatic.
The Fanatic. It doesn't sound as cool as Wicker Man.
No, Wicker Man is. Which movie is better, Wicker Man or The Fanatic?
Fanatic.
Yeah, Wicker Man isn't even a movie.
No, it's not a good movie. Hey, let's get back on track. So keep telling the movie.
Look at. Can we talk about John Travolta's haircut in this movie? I'll show it on screen.
Okay.
He looks ridiculous.
It's like a mullet, but a fade.
It's a mullet like it's like Zuckerberg in the front,
Zuckerberg.
mullet in the back,
It's so disgusting. What
and
was you
it's
thinking?
like the worst wig I've ever seen.
It's a wig, you think?
Obviously, it's a wig.
I-
It looks like.
I mean, he did go bald. He is bald now, so maybe he did it for that part.
It looks like. It looks like an animal crawled on his head and died.
Who did that in the in the plot for plot's sake? Who gave him that haircut in Hollywood?
I don't think anyone would be willing to give him that haircut. I feel like if he comes in and asks for that, and I'm a hairstylist, I'd be like, no, no, not here.
Wait.
I'm not doing that. I'm not taking part in this genocide.
Wait, we need to explain the movie more. A lot more.
So
You give the whole plot because you're good at this.
we come to find that this character Moose, who is obviously special needs, but is also a very big respecter of Hollywood and movies, and he has a friend.
He cares about the Hollywood business.
He is
I have dignity in Hollywood.
He works as a street performer. He dresses up as a fucking
Oh,
British
mate, a British police officer.
puppy. And there's a scene with him putting on a fake mustache, going, "Poppycock."
Poppycock.
He works. He dresses up as like a British. First of all, I've seen plenty of street performers on Hollywood Boulevard. I've been there many times. I have never once seen a British policeman.
Not once.
I've seen 10 Batmans, 10 Jokers, a really bad Spider-Man, but never one British policeman.
Have you ever seen a guy stab his nose with a clothespin?
That was a nail.
Oh,
He took a nail and put it in his nose.
okay.
And no.
And keep going on with the story.
He works a day job as like a street performer on Hollywood Boulevard, and he's friends with this girl named Leah, and we need to touch base about that.
Woo!
Is it getting hot in here? I might need to take a few buttons off this thing. Ooh!
You know what? I
Ooh.
might just need a little bit of a refreshment. It's getting hot
Oh, yeah.
here.
Oh, yeah, me too. Let me get a little.
Ooh, followed her on Instagram.
Oh, you bet your ass I'll be sent for this episode. I'll slide in those DMs. Be like, hey, shouty, you ever heard of the bargain bin?
Hey, Leah, if you're I know your name is Leah on
What's
this
her
show,
name?
but
Let
if you're listening,
Let me find her name.
hey, check out the Bargain Bin podcast.
Also, follow me. Just drop me a follow on Instagram at Dylan_Fridgeback. Why not?
Or
Why not? You're already
You should-
here.
you should-
You're already here listening to us.
you should more drop a follow on the Bargain Bin podcast first, and then you can go on deep.
Anna
into it.
Golja. Or
Anna.
Or
Anna.
yeah.
Hey, Anna, if you're watching, we're dissecting your movie.
Anna and or Anna.
I don't want to say you played your role very darn well. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and you
You made a psycho cut off his ear. Or
made this
shoot
movie
his ear.
watchable.
It was watchable with
Because
John
at least
Travolta.
every 20 minutes I got a little eye candy. In between John Travolta's bad haircut and Poppycock.
She kind of created the monster, though. Keep going. Keep going.
His Moose's friend Leah, who's kind of like a paparazzi photographer.
Yep.
She
Like
for
TMZ.
For some reason, she's friends with him.
Because I think that they're not even neighbors.
No, they're just like friends. She's like
That made no sense. First off.
Yeah, she's like, I love you, Moosey, and he's like, I love you.
I love you. I love you. He had special needs too.
Obviously, like
This is an awareness episode.
Yeah, like this movie, it's borderline disrespectful.
Yeah, it's
The
like making,
depiction of a clearly autistic man.
like I have some special needs people in my life, my family.
I'm sitting right next to him.
Plus me. Maybe they're all just normal and I'm just the one. Maybe I'm just the weird one.
Maybe
But-
that's how it is sometimes. It's like the Twilight Zone.
But I found it super like, what would you call it? Kind of offensive.
Hilarious.
Hilarious, but kind of offensive.
There's so many good lines.
Because I'm not like super like upset that they did it, but like wow, that's kind of rude. Because that's not how special people really are.
Yeah, this movie, I'm surprised like I haven't seen any memes of this movie.
Because nobody watched it probably.
It's such a meme worthy. There's so many good lines in this movie.
But who would have watched this, Dylan? Tell me.
Us.
Okay, well here at the bargain bin we watch bad movies,
We
so
do.
you don't
It's
have
kind of our
to.
thing. Okay, nostalgia critic. Is that? Hello, I'm the nostalgia critic.
Hello, we're the nostalgia critic. Oh, that's our enemy. That's our enemy.
I hate him.
Our enemy.
I unironically hate the nostalgia critic. He has his person. He doesn't have a personality. It's just
Reviewing movies.
He's like an alien that bases his personality on media he's seen.
Hey, if you're watching this, sorry.
I'm not sorry. I hate
should-
you.
you
You
should-
should retire.
You should send him a link.
Do something else.
You should send him a link to this.
Just email Doug.
It could be that could be like our enemy, like Keemstar to H3.
Oh yeah, our enemy is the nostalgia critic. Doug, I got people in Vegas. You come over to Vegas, you better watch your back. I got Moose.
We need to get Bryce Hall on here.
Who?
Bryce Hall.
Who's Bryce Hall?
You don't know who Bryce Hall is?
No.
The TikTok dude. The one with the no shirt on usually, and he's like...
Oh, the screaming guy?
No, the one who's fighting, what's his name? The Ace Family guy. The one video I sent you of the fight. I was like, look at these douches.
With that video with just Keemstar just sitting there.
Yes! Those
The video?
And what was his name? Who was in it? What's his name? The one that went crazy.
Fuzi?
Fuzi, yeah. Fuzi was there too.
Dude, whenever I see Keemstar in like a public setting, he looks so out of place. Like he looks like you just dragged a Photoshop element and put it in a place where it does not belong.
Have you ever seen that video of him making fun of a kid? He's like, here's a new Call of Duty. And the kid's like, oh, thank you. And he's like, no, take it. And then they crush it in half.
He's such an
and then
awful human.
And then hold up. After that, he takes they're like, here, have an ice cream cone as compensation, right?
Mm-hmm.
They take the ice cream cone and put it into his face. And
Okay,
the kid legit...
Our rival is not Keemstar. Our rival is the nostalgia critic.
Okay, well, Keemstar could be it too.
We're gonna team up with the
Keemstar will probably call Triller and...
angry video game nerd.
Papa Gut.
And we're gonna team up with Papa. We're gonna team up with Papa Gut, and we're gonna fight the nostalgia critic.
Papa Gut.
Can you imagine if we just we put Papa Gut in the back of your truck and we drive to the nostalgia critic's house and just threaten him with violence?
You better not come out of your house.
Come out, Doug, wherever you are.
No, I'm inside watching movies.
I'm inside doing terrible sketches for my YouTube channel.
Honestly, he's done nothing to us.
Where I get thousands of dollars in Patreon money, yet my videos look like they were produced on a school computer. I hate him. He's such a waste of potential. I hate him. Genuinely. If I had the resources, can you imagine the shit I would make if I had the money and resources that guy has?
Oh, you'd make a lot.
I would do insane stuff. Dude.
Look at us now. We're doing great things right now.
Yeah, dude, this is like nothing money.
Yeah,
going
man.
into this.
It's okay.
And our content is better than the vast majority of the Nostalgia Critics content.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay, The Fanatic.
The Fanatic.
Hey, listen, Doug never reviewed The Fanatic. That's for sure.
See, bargain bin. We review movies. Wait, bargain bin. We review poor movies, so you don't have to.
That's literally just the Nostalgia Critics thing.
That actually is.
Yeah, he's like, I remember it, so you don't have to.
Okay, well,
his thing.
well, we're
The
gonna take
bargain
that.
bin. If you insult our show, we'll kill you.
We will meet you with fire
We'll bring
and fury.
we'll bring Papa Gut, and we'll bring. Listen, you know what we're gonna do? We're going to bring a puppy, and we're gonna put it in front of your house, and you're gonna see this puppy, and you're gonna take in this puppy, and you're gonna bond with it.
It's gonna have a cyborg chip in
It's gonna
it.
be a little golden retriever puppy.
never mind.
You're gonna bond with it. You're going to love it for about 5 years. It's going to be the family dog. Then one day we're gonna come back. That dog knows this, so it's gonna come out and greet us. We're gonna take a baseball bat and beat its head in
Oh.
until it's a watermelon, broken head, and we're gonna drive off. Papa Gut is gonna be the one doing it, and you're gonna come out and see your dog's head just destroyed. That's what we're gonna do to the Nostalgia Critic.
I'm adding Papa Gut.
And then, and then next time, it's gonna be you, Doug.
Dog. Who has a stupid name like Dog?
So the Fanatic.
The Fanatic. Keep
So-
going.
So he's really,
We're so off track.
So this character of Moose is really obsessed with this Hollywood actor named Hunter Dunbar.
Mm-hmm.
He has all of his movies on DVD and VHS, and he got this screen used jacket from one of his movies, and he's really excited to get it signed by him at this comic shop.
Mm-hmm.
He goes in, and right as he's about to get to the front, he walks away, and he's done signing shit. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I wonder if the thing picked that up.
I would just.
Let me look at the time. 40:02. We'll look at it after.
I'll add a fart sound effect in post if it didn't catch it.
Dookie, my life revolves. There's gonna be so many good clips.
So he goes, and he's like, Hunter Dunbar, I bought you a jacket. You want to sign it? And he threatens him with violence.
Oh, it stinks.
Oh my god.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm just joking, guys.
So then after he gets rejected by Hunter Dunbar,
Mhm.
he goes and meets up with Leah. And
Leah, we know you're watching.
Leah.
Anna, I mean.
Anya.
Anya.
Anal?
No.
Maybe.
Nobody wants to watch this anymore. This is a train wreck. We're episoding. We're titling this train wreck.
The worst episode of the
You
show.
could just what's it called? You could totally what's it called? Bamboozle our audience and put train wreck the movie poster on the thing, and it's not even train wreck.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about the movie.
Okay.
Talk about the movie. He goes
Okay.
and meets Leah. And he's like, hey, how do you get to celebrities' houses? Yeah.
And so he does that, and basically he finds Hunter Dunbar, which is his favorite. We've already talked about Hunter, have we?
Uh-huh.
So Hunter Dunbar is like his favorite active. He's a stan. If you know the Eminem stan.
K-pop stands.
Yeah, like that. Stan. Stan comes from the Eminem thing, which was one of my bullet points. Eminem made a song called Stan. You know that song? Where it's like,
I'm sure if I heard it, I'd know what it is.
so it's like basically it's talking about Eminem's biggest fan, and it's like he's like obsessed with him, like he wants to marry him and all that.
His name is Stan?
Yeah, and Eminem doesn't write back to him, right?
Uh-huh.
So he gets mad. But what turns out is that Eminem didn't like have the letters or something, or he was just busy. So he never like wrote him back, but Stan got mad. So Stan drove his car over a bridge with his pregnant woman in the car,
Nice.
in the trunk. And then like Stan just means overly fanatic. Fanatic.
A fanatic.
The fanatic.
And he goes and he's like, hey, how do you get to celebrities' houses? And Leah,
Stupid Anna.
in her infinite wisdom, is like, oh yeah, I use Star app.
Is this a real app?
I hope
I
not.
kind of want this.
What,
I
you
just-
wanna...
Not to stalk them, just to be like,
Go stock Anna.
No. Sorry, Anna. You're
Anna,
not
I'm a big fan
Anna,
of
you're
your work.
not-
I brought your jacket from this movie.
Anna, you're not big enough yet for me to stalk you.
Hey, listen, you don't got a million yet. You're fair game in my book.
You're 16. 17. She's 24
She don't have to know that.
She knows now.
Not if I cut out that and add a little like
Oh, I'm
text to speech.
25.
I am 32.
Anyways, so
Yeah.
so he keeps showing up to this guy's house, Hunter Dunbar, the actor, and he just keeps going crazy, but Hunter Dunbar never sees him. And this dude kills the maid on accident,
He writes a letter for Hunter. He throws it over the gate.
which
right?
reminds me of the Stan song from Eminem.
And he goes, and she goes, and the Spanish maid is about to go read the letter, and he's hiding in the bushes because he wants Hunter to read it. And she goes to pick it up. He goes, "No, don't read that! Don't read that!" And he starts running out, and they get into a little scuffle, and he pushes her, and he pushes her and punches her in the face, and she hits her head on like a bird fountain, and she dies. and he goes into the most hilarious exchange I've seen in a movie. He's like, "That's a nosebleed. That's not good. I had a nosebleed once. It was really bad."
You're gonna play clips, right?
Obviously, I'm
Yeah.
gonna play clips.
Because none of these, because Justice League everybody watched, and some people understood, but
I played clips in the last one.
yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Because these movies, no one knows.
Yeah, obviously, I'd hope no one knows this.
But
So, and then he goes,
Yeah.
he breaks into Hunter Dunbar's house after he kills his maid, who he has a weird relation, I guess, with. They make a big deal out of the fact that he, like, smooched her.
yeah, but he told his wife, he's like, I kissed the maid again.
Yeah, who calls their wife and they're like, "Ah,
I know they're not like really in like
I
together
kissed the
anymore,
maid
but
again." But still, that's not something.
Yeah,
even if
you
your
tell
wife
your
is
wife.
estranged, you don't go, "Oh, I kissed the maid again." You don't say that to anyone.
yeah, no. So
But
then
he kills the maid and he walks into his house, and immediately after this, what I would presume to be a very traumatic moment in which you commit a murder, he's like, "I'm in Hunter Dunbar's house."
and he like touches everything, he smells everything. He brushed his teeth with Hunter Dunbar's toothbrush.
Yes, he did, and he snips it.
Oh
He has.
god.
Can we talk about the little twitch he has, where he puts his finger behind his ears and he does a little sniff.
What does it smell like? Let me smell yours.
No, dude, don't touch my ear. It smells like nothing.
Oh,
So
Italiano.
so then
Bueno.
Hunter and his. Also, can we talk about the gardener?
I don't know
Yeah,
nobody.
in this scene where like Moose is hiding, he goes and like Hunter is suspicious, so he goes and he asks his extremely Mexican gardener, and he's listening to mariachi.
It's so
music.
stereotypical.
He's literally like listening to mariachi music. It's like the most stereotypical Mexican like character. I've
Me,
ever
I
seen.
see nobody. I see nobody.
Oh, you want me clean? You want me? I just turned Asian.
No. Oh, from Mom
you
and
want,
Dad.
You want me to make lunch?
You want me to make lunch?
But then there's just a montage of Moose hiding in Hunter's home. Like he's like in the closet while he's getting dressed. Like he's hiding under his son's bed like a boogeyman.
Right when he puts him to bed. How did he get
And
out of
there's
there?
this shot, like there's a toy, and there's a shot of just his hand grabbing the toy and pulling it.
That's so funny.
And then Hunter falls asleep.
Oh. On the couch.
He falls asleep on the couch, and one of the best scenes in the movie plays out, where he goes up, he's taking selfies with him, and kisses him on the forehead, and also rubs behind his ear and smells it, and what he does, he periodically sits down next to him in a chair and does like this.
I'm in Hunter Danby's house. Hunter Danby's house. Hunter Danby's house.
And also there's a scene earlier in the movie when we mentioned that Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit directed this movie. There's a scene with Hunter Dunbar.
You should play a Limp Bizkit song.
Dimp Lisket.
Just to see how bad it is.
Limp
So
Dixon.
Dim skip limp.
Limp Dixit.
Ben Skimp, Limp,
And
Nimpson.
there-
Oh,
He's sitting
No.
in the car with his son, and he's like, "Yo, you want to listen to some Limp Bizkit?" And he just starts playing Limp Bizkit. He's like, "Yeah, you love Limp Bizkit."
the scene was before when he got in the house.
Yeah, but I forgot to mention it.
Okay, well this is before.
Yeah, and
So they're driving.
yeah, they're driving, and he's like, "You want to listen to Limp Bizkit?" And they plug Limp Bizkit in this movie, and it's like the most egregious thing.
Yeah, they plug themselves in their own video.
And after he
That's some like down bad YouTube stuff.
Yeah, after he he stoops up on Hunter when he's sleeping. He leaves without being noticed. And keep in mind, the dead body of the maid is still there, and will stay there, unnoticed.
For a while.
This maid that he apparently had a very complicated
Relationship.
platonic and/or sexual relationship with, is dead in the backyard in plain sight, and he doesn't notice. So he leaves. He goes to meet up with Leah, and it turns out that Moose had posted the pictures he took of an asleep Hunter Dunbar on social media.
They should have like an Instagram account of it, like they use for the movie.
Oh, like marketing.
Yeah,
That'd
like
be cool.
like because
That's
like
it,
his
yeah.
personal account. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I feel like this movie would have been more well known if it did something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
And she's like, "Moose, why'd you post it?" And when he gets, and she's like, "Give me your phone," and he goes nuts on her. He's like, "You're blocked. You're blocked on everything."
You know what? You're blocked.
And he puts his phone. It's like, "You're blocked on."
This reminds me of a story.
You ready to go into another tangent?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Okay, we're only at 49 minutes, surprisingly.
Yeah, it
You-
feels like a lot longer.
Usually goes by a lot faster.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm at school, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm gonna post something about this class, like this certain class, something happened, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I want to post something. Cool. Okay, I'll just tell you. Who cares? No, they're not gonna listen. So basically, in my class, they being super loud, right?
Of course.
And it was during a test. There was some annoying kids in there. I'm not gonna say the name. Never mind.
Name drop him. You gonna do it? Are we gonna do it?
Emma Cuddy.
I don't know who it is.
You're gonna bleep that out.
Sure.
A lot of bleeping out this year. So basically, they're making so much noise with the sub, and I'm trying to do my math test, right? And so I film it, and I'm like, and I'm like, I'm so tired of this. I was like, and the caption was like, I'm taking a test, and these MFs screaming, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh shoot, a lot of them had me added in that class. 45 of them.
Like these dumb white bitches in my class.
Yes. And I was like, consider yourself blocked. So I delete the story, I block them all from the story, and I post it again. Just so they can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say in the?
I was like, these MFs are so annoying. Like, please SDFU.
These white devils.
They were so annoying. They were like, na 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 na. Like being so. It's a math test. It was literally a Galileo test.
Was it in Steiger's class?
It's in the Steiger's classroom, but it wasn't in Steiger's class.
Oh, okay.
It was this year.
Because usually Steiger was the one that would like.
No, it was a
shit
substitute.
talk. Ah, gotcha. So yeah.
That was a pretty bad tangent, but
I mean, I like it. Whatever.
yeah, okay.
So.
So the fanatic, so the guy comes in, so he gets caught coming back to the house again after that night where he slept with him. Somehow he gets up, the guy wakes up right when Moose leaves, the Dunbar guy. He wakes up and he's like, oh. And Moose just walks out the door right then. And then, so basically after that, he comes back again, but ties up, it's in the middle of the night.
How we did it, I don't know.
With a bunch of bungee cords, he comes back to the house and he ties up Dunbar, and he's like all stuck in the bed.
And he wakes up, Hunter. He's tied to the bed, and he looks and he sees Moose's dead body in a pool of blood, like he shot himself in the head.
He goes, ah!
And then And he's like, oh, I fooled Hunter Dunbar. And then he dresses up as Jason Voorhees and pretends to stab him.
With a fake knife.
Yeah.
With like a plastic knife.
He's like, I'm such a good actor. And then he gets a can of gasoline.
It was fake gas. It was water.
And he starts pouring it, and Hunter's freaking out because he thinks he's gonna set him on fire. He's like, "It's just water. I'm not. You think I'm gonna set your house on fire? What am I crazy?"
He's not really a murderer at all.
No, he's just a really
Weird person.
He's just a really mentally challenged man.
Individual.
Who's obsessed with a celebrity.
Yeah. So it's not like, I don't know, but like he has the right to hurt him.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. So after like a whole scene of like him begging to be released and like kind of
Playing with Moose's emotions to like let him out. He's like, we're gonna get all the ice cream in them. Can we talk about the ice cream thing?
Oh, yeah.
He earlier in the film, it's a movie. I'm not gonna call this a film. I'm gonna call it a movie.
It's a good movie.
Earlier in the movie, he goes and he breaks into this like cocktail party, I guess, right?
Yeah.
To see if Hunter,
I know where you're going.
to see if Hunter Dunbar is there, and he goes up to the bar.
And he says,
What is it? Well, the bartender.
no, this is like where you play the clip.
Oh yeah.
If you can find it.
I need to allow some time because it.
Yeah. Bing, bing, bing.
Okay, no. So, the bartender is like, "Can I get you anything?" He's like, "Loves strawberry milkshake, ice cream." And he's like, "I don't have this." Like, "I want a shake."
He's like, oh, it's okay. I just want to shake. And he's like, have you seen, what's his name? Hunter Dunbar?
Hunter Dunbar here.
He's like, who's that? And he's like, nah.
And he walks away. And
He's literally like a 4-year-old. He has the mind of a 4-year-old.
Yeah, and later when he breaks into Hunter's house and he's going through the fridge, he's like, all that money and no ice cream.
He's like, and then Dunbar was like, what do you want me to do about it? Because Dunbar, like he threatened to kick his booty so much.
Yeah.
Like every time he's like, and he like tries to choke him out. But this time, like he's tied to the bed, so he has to act nice. So he pretends to act nice the whole time.
And then he walks in like he has like some kind of like jelly spread or something, and he tries to eat it, and he's like, see, it's not. He's like, it's not bad, but it's not a treat.
It's not sweet. And he's like, here, try it. And he's like,
he tries to put it in his mouth.
He's like,
Hey, what do you think of the Fanatic? What do you think?
The dog likes it. Come here, Tiggy.
You like the Fanatic?
Come here. Come on, see you on camera. Oh. You can see her. Right there.
So,
special guest Taiki.
special guest star.
Taiki.
Do you think we'll ever like get to a point where we have like actual guests on the podcast?
If we get good, yeah.
You think so?
I mean, what kind of guests?
We'd have to bring them here though.
What kind of guests are you talking about?
I would assume people involved with like movies.
We'd have to get a little bigger, but I think we could do it.
Because we don't do this like remotely. I mean, we could, but
we could do it on Zoom, but we'd have to be like at the Ghoul out.
Yeah, or like we just bring them here.
Yeah, just set up a camera, just some sitting.
Yeah, maybe. Like I think that could work.
We gotta get a bigger budget, but I mean, by that time, if we have people coming, we probably already have money.
Oh yeah, and people who are.
But I mean, your other podcast, you get other people.
Yeah.
We could probably get one of these terrible movies, these people to get on.
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
Get Fred Durst.
Oh, we could easily.
Yeah, we get what's her face. Anna.
Good, Anna. I know she's gonna watch.
Anna.
I know she's gonna watch.
Anna, if you're watching this.
She came out with a music video. Go plug that.
Yeah.
In this corner or this corner.
I'm plugging your music video just to get you in that seat over there.
Anyways.
And ignore everything I said before. I did not mean. I was just joking around.
We're just trying to get good funniness.
I don't think that you're insanely hot, and I would.
Okay. The
I was
Fanatic.
not gonna say what I was about to say.
Okay. So.
The Fanatic. So after this mind game that he plays with Moose agrees to untie him. He's like really happy, like untying him, and he's like, he headbutts Moose in the face, grabs a shotgun, and blows his fingers off.
But somehow he gets up and he crawls to the stairwell.
And he kicks him down
and he kicks him like a rag doll.
He kicks him down the stairs.
He's like, ow, 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 ow.
And then he takes a knife and stabs him in the eye. And then then he starts to feel bad.
No, he shoots him in the ear, or shoots him next to the ear, so his eardrums pop.
And then he stabs him in the eye, so he's blind in one eye. And then he like starts. Then Hunter just starts crying.
And then he tries to help him. He puts like bandages on him, and then he just lets him out the door. He just closes the door. He just opens the door and lets him out.
Yeah. And then we get a scene which, admittedly, I liked. I thought was a pretty cool idea.
Good scene.
Where he's, it also kind of calls back to earlier where, it was established that Moose had this like rivalry.
You sound like Cambone.
Rivalry with another street performer who like stuck nails in his nose. And,
But he used like fake blood to like
Yeah.
pretend that he did it. It was probably like one of those nails where it's like a hole right there so you could put it. Septum ring.
And what do you think about septum rings? Like
I mean, hey, Anna had one.
that's
Leah
true.
had one.
She could pull it off, but like aesthetically, I feel like it varies person to person. Because some people it looks really good.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Other people
honestly,
it makes them look like a bull.
yeah, it does. It depends on if you
It
have.
makes them look like that one creature from Star Wars Episode 2.
Oh god.
Let me pull it
But
up.
yeah, it makes you kind of look like if you have a big like circular huge nose, it makes you look bad. But if you have like a skinnier nose, I think it looks good.
Yeah, like
That's me personally.
I think
I like nose studs better, honestly.
no studs. What are like the little ones on
Yeah.
the sides?
Those are better. Honestly, that's my opinion.
Yeah, if
Bargain bin. We review
we
studs.
review nasal piercings. Let me look this up. 'Cause
And
it's-
tongues.
And tongues? Tongue piercings. Those
My mom had one.
Really? I thought about getting an ear piercing.
I was thinking about it too. I don't know.
I don't know if I could pull it off though. I think you could.
Hey, you guys think I should get one? Yes.
We'll put up. We'll
Or
put
no.
up. We'll put
Yes
up
or
a
no?
poll. We'll put up a poll.
You think I can pull them off?
I think you could. I don't like one diamond.
I want. No, I want like a little hoop earring, like this, like Michael Jordan little hoop earring.
What about like what are they called? Like the gauges?
Yeah, no.
Then when you take them out, there was a girl in my class who had them, but she never put them in, so you just had these like dangle weeds, these like dangling earlobes.
Ew.
Yeah, this is what some of the chicks look like when they have those
you gonna put
rings. I'll show it on screen.
They do. Anyway, but yeah.
Yeah. So, where were we? So, then we get a pretty cool scene where Moose is wandering down Hollywood Boulevard with no fingers and like bleeding from the eye.
Yeah.
And people like are running up to him taking pictures with him because they think he's just like a street performer. Which, if I'm gonna give this movie any props, that is a good scene. That's
great.
a good idea. And then Hunter Dunbar gets arrested for the murder of his maid.
And the gardener was there
and then
to arrest him.
And then you get the
Plot
shot
twist!
of the gardener next to the cop, and he's like, "Yeah, get him,
Hey, homie.
Yeah.
Eso, eso.
Hey, ese,
Hey,
get him, ese."
Racist, but okay.
And then there's a shot of the maid, and she's still in the backyard, dead. No one saw her. Am I the only one who thinks that's wild that no one saw her?
But like, obviously he's not gonna get caught. Like, obviously he's
Moose?
not gonna go to jail. What's his name? No, Hunter Dunbar.
Yeah, if you go upstairs and see the bungee cord bed and and Moose's belongings.
How's he
in the
arrest the
house.
guy already? And look at his Instagram profile.
Yeah, Moose's backpack in the home, and then you see a man wandering down Hollywood Boulevard
With one eye.
with one eye and no fingers, named Moose, who posted about how he stalked Hunter Dunbar and was in his home, kissing him while he was asleep.
Oh my god.
And then the final line of the movie we end on is Moose going, "I am not a sucker," and then the movie ends.
And then the credits roll and it says John Travolta
is
Moose.
Moose.
Oh god, you almost dropped your thing.
I did.
Okay, so now I think we should get in after that. It took an
Let's get
hour
into
for
our-
us to summarize.
Let's get into our thoughts on the movie.
Let's get into our notes because I have a lot of notes. Dr. Oz. Oh no, that's the last movie. Hey, plug for our last movie. Like I said, I hated that they plugged Limp Bizkit in their movie, but hey, we're gonna plug our show in our show.
That hilarious motorcycle crash scene.
You gotta play it. Play it now.
I know. Where Moose crashes and he does the most hilarious.
We watched it in 2 times speed and it was funny.
Oh yeah, we had to replay it because it was so funny.
It was like, but like with fast speed, it was like,
I think.
and he was like, ow. But hold up. Well, who was he had a motorped, like the ones in India and Vietnam. Who has one in L.A.?
Truth be told, I think that it's probably a superior way of getting
No,
around
it's
driving
not.
in LA. Have you seen LA drivers?
I mean, kind of, yeah.
You could die.
Okay, we could
There's a
die
high
here.
likelihood you die.
But what about in Vietnam, where they all drive?
You're
those
comparing
things.
LA to Vietnam? Actually, that's not a bad comparison.
But I mean, like that's a terrible way of transit.
Yeah. And he has like that dumbass helmet. Or,
Yeah.
like, the bike helmet.
The bike helmet for a motorped.
Yeah. And if I'm gonna be honest about this movie, I think that this movie could work. I think that
I thought it was a good movie, honestly. Like,
no, you didn't.
yeah, I did.
I think that
I couldn't even sit through it.
oh yeah, like I was looking over and you were like tossing and turning, like you were having secondhand embarrassment.
So
of this movie.
bad.
Like you were struggling to get through it.
I had like a huge piano in my arms, and I was like just trying to hide behind it.
Yeah, but I think that the premise of this movie is really strong. The execution is god awful. It's so bad, but it's funny. Like
I think it
It's
was meant
one
to be
thing-
funny.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I think it was meant to be a series. Let me look at the genre of this movie. What?
Yeah, look it up.
What Google classifies as this movie?
But I mean,
in regards to genre.
I thought it was funny, so yeah.
Yeah, there's one thing. It's one thing to have a bad movie, and it's another thing to have a funny.
Funny bad movie.
It's a thriller mystery.
Okay, it's not one of them.
It's not a mystery.
It's not a mystery.
I
We
feel
already
like
know
you
what
know
happens.
everything as it kind of happens.
Thriller,
Maybe
secondhand embarrassment thriller. If you like secondhand embarrassment, this is for you.
it's a thrill ride, but
It's not really a thrill ride. There's no action.
let me fix this movie.
Okay.
First of all, don't have John Travolta in it.
Director Dylan. Okay.
Get someone else.
Yeah,
Not
let me
John
write that down.
Travolta. Fred Durst. Don't have Fred Durst make this movie.
Okay.
Focus this movie on the relationship between Leah and Moose.
Why?
Because I feel like that is the most interesting part of it.
No, it's not.
Because I love it in
The
movies.
security guard's cooler.
The security guard the black security guard
That shows up everywhere.
shows up in one scene.
Hey,
it's like,
what are you doing?
He's like, you gotta learn to stand up for yourself, Moose. Then Moose like assaults someone. He's like, I'm proud of you.
I mean, good, but
But I think I really like it in movies when they have two people who are polar opposites that are friends. For some reason, I like that plot point.
hey, we are.
Whatever. But
I'm a little bit on the spectrum. He's kind of.
I'm kind of retarded a little bit. Truth be told. But I think because I want to know how did these two become friends.
They gotta be like childhood friends, no? But they're not neighbors. We've already
No, and
established
he's like
that.
so much older than her.
It's like if they just give like one backstory to it, I think the movie would be better.
Yeah, I think that I was not interested in the story of Hunter Dunbar. Because he's just an asshole. Like he's just a one-note asshole.
Not really. I mean, the dude came to his house.
I know, but even before that, he was overtly mean to him. Even
But-
before that.
Literally, that's
Listen, I'm
a
not
stress. That
defending-
is a stressful time.
Hey, listen, I'm not.
He's going through a divorce with his kid in the back of the car in a dangerous area.
Hey, listen, I'm not defending Moose,
I'm not.
but I'm just saying that
I'm defending what's his name?
Hunter.
Hunter Dunbar.
He didn't need to shoot off his fingers. If you're gonna kill him, kill him.
Okay, yeah, that's in the heat of the moment. Okay, that's a little douche move, but it's in the heat of the moment.
I think that.
He immediately felt bad.
Yeah, after he kicked him down the stairs, blinded him, made him deaf, made him Helen Keller, and then shot off his fingers.
Like I said, he felt bad after.
But I think that this movie would have been more interesting if they focused on the story of Leah and Moose.
I agree.
Because that dynamic of those characters is infinitely more interesting than Moose by himself.
Yeah. I agree.
Like, you could have a really cool, like, really small character study instead of this. And also, this movie, I saw a lot of parallels to Joker.
A
in this
lot,
movie.
yes.
It's very similar to Joker in a lot of ways. A mentally ill, mentally challenged man living in a big city who meets his idol. It doesn't go as
Planned.
He goes crazy. And I can confidently say that one movie does that plot better than the other.
Joker is such a good movie.
Joker is so good. Joker is really good. Like, this movie is if Joker sucked.
Exactly.
If they got the wrong people to do Joker, it would have ended up like this movie.
What if they had hot Joaquin Phoenix as this guy? You think this movie would be good?
Can you imagine if they had John Travolta as Joker and Joaquin Phoenix as Moose?
I think Joaquin Phoenix would do good.
He actually, because Joaquin Phoenix is just such a good actor that he could probably make this look like Shakespeare. Or he just wouldn't.
I mean,
and it was
John Travolta made him look like a 4-year-old moose.
Hey, listen, if he set out to make a mentally challenged, like, 4-year-old man, he succeeded, I guess. Like,
On point.
but
I finished my Gatorade.
Oh, I'm like not even done yet.
We're not sponsored by Gatorade, actually.
yeah, we are. Gatorade.
Gatorade. And this is time for our infomercial. Bargain Bin, sponsored by Gatorade. Electrolytes that fuel and replenish your health. Get some today at Fry's or Safeway or anywhere.
Thirst quench.
Anyway, let's get this off the...
So, what other notes do we have about this movie?
I have a lot. Is that all yours?
No, I got a lot, but we pretty much covered most of mine, actually.
Oh, he said, I'm gonna give you an ass whooping before the Xbox.
Yeah.
He's like, hey buddy, turn on the Xbox. Because he had his son with him, and Moose was at the gate, and he's like, how about you go turn on the Xbox? I'll be up there in a second. So the kid goes up there. He's like, hey, I'm gonna give you an ass whooping.
woman.
So basically, yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, this movie is full of really funny lines.
Yeah, like I thought about the Cage-a-thon had a lot of funny lines.
Once we get a soundboard, there's definitely gonna be some, like, I gotta poos, or like,
How do we even set that up?
What do you mean?
Like a soundboard.
I don't know. We asked that question last time too.
We'd have to get like a better setup.
Yeah.
We have to make some money.
Gatorade, sponsor us. Anya, we know you got that music video. Maybe we could be like backup dancers.
Maybe she could post us and we get another 100 viewers.
Hey, listen. She comes on stage. We're like her hype men.
Hey!
I come out dressed like this, like Moose.
With the backpack
Yeah.
property of Moose. I have the jacket!
Yeah. I mean, he did technically get the autograph. It was just
He
on
did.
his shirt.
Sure. But then I realized, oh yeah, Moose sleeps in a twin-size bed also.
Yeah. Moose's apartment is so weird because, like...
It looks huge.
Yeah, like, that is probably $1 million... apartment in Los Angeles. And he is a British policeman, street performer.
On Hollywood Boulevard. Next to Marilyn Monroe and
People who are...
the very bad, fat Spider-Man.
probably homeless. Street
Yes.
performers. Can you imagine being like a Hollywood Boulevard street performer?
I couldn't. You'd be so disgusting.
Yeah, dude.
Any of
Standing
you
out
guys,
in the
like-
heat, like dressed in a rubber Batman suit. I
Sweating.
admire the dedication.
No, I don't.
They probably make some.
Just
bank.
get a job.
They probably make some bank.
Some of them may.
It's like, although, like, I've seen some who are like they don't charge money for it, and I'm like, what are you doing?
For fun.
They just do it for fun?
Some do.
Why?
I don't
Why
know.
would you do that?
I don't know.
You idiots.
I'm questioning how you don't understand that some people are just weird.
I know that fully, but like you're in the blistering heat in a giant rubber superhero suit. That's a health issue at that point. That's not just being weird. That's being suicidal. There are people who die from that. You see that streamer in Russia who like abused his. Okay, listen. This was when I read about this. It was the first time I cried in a while. Like genuinely was brought to tears by how.
I just cried a couple minutes ago with your story. So.
No, but like.
Yeah, I am so sorry he said that. R.I.P. to your mom.
Yeah, R.I.P. Mom.
It's been probably 3 years now, so.
Yeah, whatever. Like you got like a 2-year grieving period.
You're so messed up.
But, it was when I saw this. Oh, great time for that dog to come in. When I saw this story, it was the first time I was genuinely brought to tears by how sad, by how like just angry it made me.
Yeah.
There's this streamer.
Are you even in the camera first off?
Am I?
Yeah, I am.
Barely. Make sure you're in the camera.
There was this streamer in Russia who would abuse his girlfriend. Like that wasn't like his like main thing that he did, but like if like
his main thing.
But like he was just a garbage human being. Like,
yeah.
I want to pay someone to make him in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Like I want to pay.
Is he alive still?
Yeah. I want to pay some like dudes to go and just make him like just beat him to the point of disability. But if someone would like donate money, it's like, hey, go punch your girlfriend. Like he'd do it. Like he pepper sprayed her, and like broke a plate over her head, like live, and she was pregnant at this time, and this was in the winter in Russia, so it's like insanely cold, and she's going out to get something at the car or whatever. And a donator is like, I'll pay $1,000 if you lock her out of the house. And he did, and she froze to death. Outside. And as I'm like reading this, like it was the first time it was like, just by how horrible it is.
That's terrible.
I know, dude.
What?
Yeah. And
I've
he
never heard of this.
brought her body inside and like live on camera. And she's like dead, and she's pregnant.
Was he freaking out?
Yeah, obviously, but like he did, like, oh my god, dude. Like we need to get away from this in a minute because I'm gonna like genuinely get mad. Like he like
Okay.
zoomed in the camera on her face, on her like.
Is there a
corpse.
video of this?
Yeah, I couldn't watch it though. Like I watched some insane shit. Like I couldn't finish that
That's
video.
terrible.
Like
That's
I watched that
messed
video.
up.
Remember that video that was going on TikTok of the dude like blowing his head open with a shotgun, and like.
That was fine with that.
Like dude, that video kind of made me laugh.
Whoa! No, you can't say that.
Listen,
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Listen, because
I can't post this one on TikTok.
because after dinner his head is just open, his little dog walks in, and he's like,
That's
just
so
and
sad.
And the dog is like, and I just my friend sent it to me, or he showed it to me because he was there, and he was shocked that I started kind of giggling when I saw the dog walked in. Now I started laughing just because of how just like horrible it was. You know what I mean? Like you know when you
don't.
You know when you see something so horrible and you just start kind of like laughing how ridiculous it is?
Yeah, kind of.
Because I was thinking about the dog walking in and thinking like, oh, he'll get up eventually.
Oh my god.
Because he needs to feed me.
That dog does not know.
Because I am. Yeah, obviously the dog doesn't know. He probably sees like, oh, he'll stand up.
Oh no.
He'll come feed me.
Oh no. Anna's not watching anymore.
You betcha, I'm cutting this out.
Are
This
you
is just for us.
Are you actually?
I might.
Yeah, cut this one out.
I'll cut that part out.
Probably.
And maybe
yeah.
the one about the.
No, because we were just sad. That makes us look human.
Yeah. That human.
We're human.
That humanizes us.
Okay. Anyways.
So I guess let's give our.
Wait.
Oh,
Let's
look
see if
at
I
your-
got any more.
Look at your notes. We gotta wrap up in a little bit. It's almost 8.
Okay. Alright, let's give our final things, and I think I have one more thing to say.
Alright, so final thoughts on the Fanatic. So it's the foundation is there for a good movie. That looked like it hurt.
It didn't hurt at all.
But
I didn't even feel it.
but the execution is so hilariously awful but funny. It's a really funny movie.
It was a great movie. I thought.
Some
Out
great
of-
lines.
Out of 35 Hunter Dunbar jackets, I give it a 62.
Out of 10 strawberry milkshakes, I give it no strawberry.
Honestly, I liked it.
I just want to
It
shake.
reminded me just of like it was damn well meant to be funny.
I disagree. I think
What?
I think
It
it
was
was
meant to be
supposed
funny.
Dude, the opening credits and like the music and everything, I think it was supposed to be like a Joker.
No
like,
way, because
drama.
that was so funny, too much funny.
Yeah, like obviously it was funny, but it wasn't funny on purpose.
I disagree.
Like sure, there were probably some lines that were meant to be funny, but the movie as a whole, I think, was supposed to be like serious.
Oh yeah, and look at this shirt. This is almost exactly what the dude wore.
Exactly.
The crazy dude wore.
It's the only one in the world.
You think you like my shirt?
But what was I talking about?
It's just
But
singing.
I think so. How are we gonna? We talked about doing an ongoing tier list of our movies. So should we rate it based on how good it is or how funny it is? And I think we should do it how funny it is.
Yeah.
So in regards to funny, I would probably put this at A.
Yep. What about Mom and Dad?
Mom and Dad is an S tier.
Yeah.
And Mom and Dad is an S tier movie. Wicker Man is a D.
D?
I'd say
Yeah,
D.
we got no. Let's bump it
Well,
up to C.
no, there's
C.
some good
B,
lines.
B, 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 B.
B.
B. Justice League is an F.
Okay. Because there are some really good lines in Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Step away
From the
bike.
What's in there? A shark?
A shark or something?
I got a Grant and his twin. Get me on this plane.
You bitches. You
Not the bees!
But really funny.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god. Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
god. I have a feeling that every episode is just gonna end with us quoting Wicker Man.
Quoting the movie we just watched before.
Yeah. So
I think Wicker Man will be the one that we quote the most forever.
maybe
Forever and
there's
ever.
some really funny lines in Wicker Man.
I think I got our next 2 movies
What?
that we'll watch.
Okay.
But you're going away soon, so
no, we got like a good week or two. Like we could.
so we could probably pump out like 4 of them while you're gone, right?
Yeah, we definitely could.
4 or 5.
But The Fanatic, really funny.
Funny.
I would like the Wicker Man or whatever. Like invite your friends over, get some pizzas, get some soda, and just watch this movie and laugh.
Yeah, we
Or
didn't
if-
we didn't have any of those
or
things. We just
if
sat
you
there.
want to smoke a bone, it'd probably be way funnier.
No, we don't do that.
We don't do. I don't condone it either.
I
but
don't. No.
I don't do it. I don't condone it. But if you want,
If you want it, you can do it. I
if you're
don't care.
comfortable with that,
Go
you
ahead.
might have a really good time.
It's no me personally. It's a no bueno.
Yeah, you know.
But I had one more thing to say.
Okay.
So, as you know, this was an off the rails episode. As my phone rings.
That was great timing.
I want to talk about how I'm gonna film my finals.
Yeah, you spent this whole Sunday, like scrambling to get this episode and not starting for your finals.
Yeah, and my dad's gonna get mad when I fail them most likely. He's gonna go like, you wasted your Sunday doing this instead of studying.
Like, no, this is part of studying.
Like this is like this is kind of a commitment now. Like I have fun doing it, so it's like
Yeah, I
it's
like
a
doing it.
it's a commitment.
Yeah, air quotes, big ass. air quotes.
Commitment. But when I fail those, he's gonna rip me apart.
Hey, listen, have confidence in yourself, dude. You got this.
I haven't listened to my teacher in 3 months.
And when all
She's-
when
okay.
all else fails, cheats.
I can't.
I know. I would not cheat. I do
Maybe
not
could.
cheat.
No, I do not.
It.
I don't cheat. I don't cheat.
I don't do it. I don't believe in
HUSD, I
it.
do not cheat. I was just joking.
I don't believe in it.
Okay,
and I wouldn't do it.
I did cheat on a homework assignment. Online school.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not like a test.
Yeah. I never cheat on a test. Ever.
Never.
Because, whenever I do it, I always feel bad. So I always...
My moral compass wouldn't allow me.
And whenever I do it, I might change the question to make it wrong.
You
Stupid.
accidentally paste the answer from
Yes.
a different question into the box.
But yeah, I feel bad. And I mean, she's super Asian, so I can't understand her. Any of you guys watching that have her, I love her to death. I know she's trying her hardest. Most kids do not like her. They're jerks. They scream at her and they're like, "F you, you're stupid."
They do that?
Yes, and they're like, "We can't understand you, you're dumb."
That they said someone said
I
that.
swear to God,
Are you serious?
on my mother. And they're like, maybe she freaking teached us, and they try to like set her up so that the principal comes in and like doesn't like we don't know what she's teaching. She can't teach for her life. I understand,
How
but
old is she? Is she like old?
30, 40, 45, 50.
Okay.
She's Asian though. She's like straight out of China.
Jesus Christ.
And she like talks about. She's like you know in China it's totally different. Like you have to study, right? They make you study over there. Like just Asians, right?
Yeah, Asian.
She gives us
Asian countries
15
are
pages of homework, like a day.
That's a little.
Seriously, and she doesn't understand that. Like, yo, that's not what we do in America.
That's not what we. That's not what we do in your curry country.
And so, like she gives us 15 pages of homework, and it's due tomorrow.
That's a little much.
So now I'm
That is a
behind
little
so
much.
far in her homework. It's like a stack over here. I should probably be doing it right now, but
But you're not. We're talking
we
about
watched-
the fanatic.
we watched The Fanatic. I got a lot of study guides, but yeah, she gets cursed at, and I was so sad because yesterday she's like, "Unfortunately, I won't be here."
And did people cheer?
Kind of, not really,
God.
but and they're like, "Unfortunately, I won't be here. This didn't work out. I think she got laid off or fired.
She got fired?
Laid off or something, and I feel so
Kid-
bad.
Kids are freaking crazy.
I know she's a bad teacher, but geez, she's trying her hardest. Any of you guys who are watching and are rude to her, you know what? Frick you.
You're a dummy bar. I'll run that clip right now. You're a dummy bar.
But I feel so bad for her, and I feel bad for minorities, honestly, like that. I watched the Stop Asian Hate thing on Comedy Central.
Take it to Twitter, okay? I feel bad for minorities. Like and retweet. Also, take a look at this pillow.
I watched this Stop Asian Hate thing on Comedy Central.
Mm-hmm.
It was like an awareness thing. It was like a big thing. It had like Ken Jeong hosting it.
Kim Jong.
Ken Jeong,
Oh, I thought you were talking about
The doctor?
Kim Jong.
the dude from Hangover,
Yeah,
and it had just like a bunch of
I love that
influential
slogan.
Asians.
I love. We were talking about it a few weeks ago. That slogan. It's like Black Lives Matter. Like that's like a. That's
I don't
like,
think we can get into this.
I might cut it out. Black Lives Matter is like, yeah, you know what? I agree. Like they do matter. Stop Asian hate. Okay.
Okay. I'm Asian.
So
You didn't know.
So, it's okay when I say that.
Yeah, sure.
So.
But I'm part Asian and like. Yeah, I've experienced racism. I don't even look that Asian, but I used to look Asian.
Anti-Semitism isn't really racism.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah, kind of, yeah.
There's a lot of anti-Semitism. He's Jewish too, so we all know.
It's just like kind of normalized in the same way that. Like,
No, not recently though, because of all like the Palestine-Israel stuff. So
Yeah.
much like there's so much like stop anti-Semitism.
Yeah, I thought about posting something like that.
No,
But
don't do it.
I didn't because.
Don't even get in that conversation.
Yeah, no, because like my thought process is that.
Let's not go there.
No, listen, I'll talk about it. My thought process is that people who know me, like, they don't really come to my pages. Like, they know me. People who follow me know me and know that that's who I am and that's what I believe. And they don't really come to me for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are tons of really great resources for that.
Yeah.
And I just am not it. And that was my thought process when I did that. But I would, anyone who is kind of spreading awareness about that, more power to you. Keep on doing it.
I mean,
it's really, it's
everything.
important.
It's important to spread the awareness, but there's two sides to a story.
No, it's not really about Palestine. It's just like
Not even
people
about
are
that.
people are using that to just hate Jewish people.
I'm just
That's
talking
that's how it's been for
centuries.
centuries.
But I'm just talking about in general. There's always two sides of a story.
Yeah.
And there's always two narratives that are different.
Mm-hmm.
There's people in Russia that are like, I hate the Americans. There's people here that are like, the Russians are stupid. And you know, like,
I've never heard someone just who adamantly hates Russians.
Nobody I mean I'm talking about like during the Cold War.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in the 80s, in the 70s.
Yeah, basically there's two sides that were just trying not to blow themselves up.
Yeah.
So there's always two sides to the story, and I feel like posting those things, me personally, I always want to know each side before I do it. That's why I lean a little left, you know that, right? Oh,
This is a fairly left-leaning podcast, I'd say.
I lean very left. You lean more left than right. But
I would consider myself left-leaning.
yeah, but
I don't really like to
easily
pick.
You're easily, yeah.
I don't really like to pick.
Yeah,
sides.
same as me, but I want to hear the other side, so I never
And there's a lot of people who don't, which is
yeah, I know. I always hear the other side. If you don't want to know how much Fox News, how much Ben Shapiro, all that I've watched, just to hear the other side.
Someone said Hillary Clinton lays eggs out of her mouth.
But you got to look at that yeah, they're saying crazy stuff too, but so is the left.
Yeah, obviously. The only sane area is the middle.
PBS.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I know.
Not anymore, really. There's some weird shit on there, but
but I mean,
go ahead.
the former president, which I do not like. No offense to anyone out there. He's not my favorite. Not at all. Not even close.
Yeah.
But he had what? I think I saw 55% of his the news on him was negative.
Yeah.
Which is insane. That is insane.
It's obvious that this is why even though I am left leaning, I don't like MSNBC and CNN because I don't go to the news to hear people's opinions.
Exactly.
I go to the news to
But
know what's happening.
Here's what I'm saying. I watch both sides to see what their opinions are.
two different crazy people yelling at each
Exactly.
other.
Yes. So sure, I agree with CNN more, but I obviously know there's two sides to a story. I obviously know there's conservatives that have their important values and their important mission, and you have to respect that.
It's all about kind of understanding.
It's all about perspective, like Gary Vee says.
The moral of the story: if you have finals coming up, watch The Fanatic instead of studying.
Yes, and scramble and forget your computer, forget your charger.
And also, stop Asian hate.
We support all of that.
We support everyone
It
except
is
French people. The French can go fuck themselves.
Oh, dude. Okay.
What?
So there's a sub
Gotta
that's
wrap this up.
okay. One more story. There's a sub at the story. Okay, there's a sub at my school, right? He had he was super hot to the ladies, I guess, and so he was saying some crazy stuff, and he'd be like, the legal age in France is 13, and he'd be like,
I mean, true, but not good.
And one girl was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna become a stripper, and he's like, let me know where. And then he posts pictures of him shirtless.
Who is this?
A sub. And you know what? You know what happens? He gets transferred to the middle school. Thank you for watching.
Someone help me. I'm dying here. There's no way that's true.
That's true.
There's no way.
That's true.
That's true.
And he flirted with all the teachers and everybody. He's so weird. I've had him as a sub 4 times.
You're gonna give me his name.
And then everybody
Give me
told
his
me.
name. I'm gonna do something.
Everybody told me he's one girl in my class was like, he's crazy. I'm like, no, he's not. Stop being mean. Turns out he's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's trying to flirt with my teacher, and he has a wife. She has a wife, a husband. I mean,
he has a wife. She has a wife.
She has a husband. And oh my god! And he gets transferred to the middle school.
What a scumbag! That's wild. On that note.
Anyways, so we reviewed The Fanatic.
You go check that out. Go buy it. I guess
it was a good movie.
It was. I put it in regards to entertainment value. I put it an A.
Yeah.
And
if you're just sitting by yourself, it's a D.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah, that was.
So catch our next episode. I don't know when.
We could probably do it this week because I have half days and we need to pump them out.
Yeah, we'll pump out some good episodes in the next few weeks.
Yes, we will.
And catch that. Go follow us on social media. You can find
Instagram
me at Dylan_FridgeMagnet, CBone25.
_25.
You can find us on TikTok, Bargain Bin Podcast.
The Bargain Bin Podcast, I think.
You
Yeah.
could find our YouTube and Instagram there as well. You can find everything.
Spotify, iTunes.
You can find everything there. If you're listening on iTunes, just give us 5 stars. Subscribe. Why
It
not?
doesn't take
You're-
that much.
You're already here. If you're listening on Spotify, I don't know what you can do on Spotify, but do something.
I don't know.
If you're listening on, give us 5 stars.
Yeah.
Give us 5 stars. It helps us
We
out
need
a
it.
lot. Give
If
us
we-
a nice review.
If we want to get Anna on here.
we need Anna right now.
If we need Papa Good on
Right?
here.
Come here. Come on. Jump up. Come on. Can you see her on camera?
No.
Come around
Come here,
here.
take it. Take it.
Come on. We need some like emotional
Come here.
like. Oh shit!
You gonna shriek at me?
We should have smacked her in the face. What is wrong
I
with
didn't
you?
mean to smack her. Anyways,
So that was our show. If you're listening on YouTube, subscribe, give us a like, give us a comment.
and I
Tell us
love
what you
I love the
think.
positive feedback I hear all the time. I love it.
I love it too. Go give us comments. We love reading comments.
We have
might
one
even
comment. I think we
respond.
have one comment overall.
We have a few.
3.
But if you, I lost my train of thought. Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
And hey, if you want if you know a really funny, really bad movie you want us to
Suggest
review, shoot us a message, shoot us a DM, put it in the comments. Ask us, we might do
I
it.
just might.
Yeah, don't choose one of the mainstream ones though.
Yeah.
We want like bottom of the bargain bin.
I mean, maybe. I mean,
So.
we just have to consider it. Put any movie you want. Who cares?
Yeah, do it.
Anyways,
Do it. Go do it now. That was our show.
he's Dylan Fridge Magnet.
Dylan Fridge Magnet. I'm Cameron. No, that's Cameron.
He's Cameron Bum.
And welcome.
To the bargain bin.
Bye guys.
Let's do up and do that handshake. Come up over here. Let me shake your hand.
Come on over here. I want to shake your hand.
Let me shake your hand.
I want to shake his hand. God, I look disgusting. I look gross.
I'll go.